Well, the Eagles begin their 3 straight games on the road. They travel to face the Vikings, and it is their first trip back to U.S. Bank Stadium since winning Super Bowl 52. And we'll go inside the play, brought to you by Microsoft Surface. And Dan, what do you see when you look at that Eagles offense right now?
Well, a big thing for this Eagles offense is Carson Wentz handling and understanding the blitz game, and that'll be important in this matchup against the Vikings. So first of all, the Eagles are going to be in a 5-man protection, just those 5 guys up front, because the tailback is going to be on a free release. In blitz protection and handling as a quarterback, it's really about math. So the next thing to understand is safety sub, Jamal Adams right there, is down to cover that tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's not part of your equation, but you still on the defense have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys compared to just your 5 guys in protection. So Carson realizes, I've got a numbers problem. And as we let this play ride, he's going to realize what the equation is. So you've got man-on-man blocking right there. Those 5 guys are taken up, and they're no longer an issue. But that linebacker has nobody responsible to block him, and Carson realizes that. But what the Jets did was they changed pressure. This linebacker is going to be the one that blitzes, and then this dropping defensive end is going to be the guy that covers that free releasing back. So Carson realizes, I don't have a hot answer that's uncovered, but yet I'm still hot. Now he realizes that linebacker is close to me, and I've got to get this ball out of my hands. But this is an example of what you hear in football all the time. If he's even, he's leaving. It was just like if a linebacker had ran underneath and had to cover that back in man-to-man. That ball has to get out to beat that unblocked linebacker, and it has to be thrown with some trajectory to take care of that covering defensive end. Now, a couple things down in the red zone that we saw last week against the pressure that Carson did a good job of. Zach Ertz by himself, but the Jets match with the corner. Now, normally that tells a quarterback, I'm in zone defense, but breadcrumbs are also part of blitz understanding for a quarterback. I love this by Alshon Jeffrey. First of all, telling his quarterback, hey, I'm uncovered. There's nobody else that's over my area, probably can't be zoned. The next thing is, why is that linebacker walked out all the way over there if you're in zone coverage? This corner lied to Carson Wentz. They're in man coverage to be over here to cover this back, Darren Sproles. And as this play gets closer to the snap, what you see is a little bit of a creep by these guys. So Carson realizes, here comes that pressure. I'm going to get an all-out zero blitz, and I've got to have an answer. Now, the big thing is, as he's staring this way to find out who's my answer, he's going to see that Jamal Adams is staring down there at Alshon Jeffrey. So you've got that zero pressure. Everybody's coming. Where's my answer? Well, now Jamal Adams is staring at Alshon. What you want to do is find a way to replace where he's leaving, get that ball out of your hands to Zach Ertz for the touchdown. Minnesota's going to want to pressure Carson Wentz. What he's doing is showing you, I have the answers to the problems.
Well, and to that end, and here's Doug Peterson on the Vikings defensive front.
You know, this is it's an aggressive style of play, meaning the front 4 guys really get after the passer, being able to protect Carson, not only on first and second down, but he's got a pretty extensive blitz package on third down, and how he can rush, unique ways of rushing the passer on third down. So being able to protect Carson, and then I think your plays have got to be positive on first down. And so it's an area that we kind of struggled at the beginning of the season. We've gotten better here, eliminate as many third and long situations against this defense, against his scheme, and those give you a chance to possibly win.
Both teams square off against one another on Sunday, 1 Eastern, but looking a little farther down the road, the Eagles are on the road for their next 3, only favored against the Bills, according to ESPN's Football Power Index. Well, the Vikes are only underdogs against the Chiefs and the Cowboys. Having said that, Coach, who needs this win more?
Oh, I think Green Bay is running away with the NFC North if the Vikings don't keep pace with them. So I think the Vikings have to have it for that reason. I think Philly needs to just get healthy. They both need this game, but I think the Vikings have to have it.
Vikings for me, after what we saw Green Bay do to Dallas, who looks like the biggest contender to the Eagles in the NFC East. And think about this as well. Like, we are only a week removed from controversy in Minnesota with Kirk Cousins. So does he resort back to the Kirk Cousins that Adam Thielen had to come out and make statements about the passing game, or do they continue this trend in this mode? But Green Bay is Green Bay is hard, like terrifying right now because of the ability to get to the passer. The defense, to me, has been the most impressive thing about the Packers.
Well, that's what changed for Green Bay, right? I mean, they've always had Aaron Rodgers. Now all of a sudden, that defense is formidable, and it has really.
And they have a running game.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Aaron Jones.
I don't even think this is close.
Not even in the.
The Eagles have to win this game.
Oh, you think it's not close in that direction? Okay.
The Eagles are a Super Bowl contender. And to be a Super Bowl contender, it helps when you have home field advantage. We saw the stat that came out last week that I think 13 teams in the NFL are 2-2, and a bunch of them are in the NFC. That tells me that the NFC is loaded and there's parity. And so to get home field advantage, it is going to take a big regular season performance. And yes, every game matters. Every game matters. And to me, the Eagles are a Super Bowl champion contender. I don't find that the Minnesota Vikings are that. And so I don't know if the Minnesota Vikings are playoff contenders right now with the struggles of their offense. So for me, the Eagles, to continue to place yourself at the top of the NFC, because again, they also have New England and Seattle after that Chicago game. So
they're going to have to get healthier.
It's a tough stretch.
Their back end is beat up right now.
They should win this game, right?
Fortunately, the D-line got 10 sacks last week. The back end's beat up.
Yep.
All right. Deshaun's still out. So, I mean, they're going to get healthier as they go.
I don't know if this game is as simple as the Eagles should win this game.
All right.
They're a better team than Minnesota Vikings. You should win this football game if you're Philly. You're a very good run defense.
You say that because of Kirk Cousins?
Well, they're the better football team.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, like,
right.
and their strength defensively.
They're both pretty good.
Philly's strength defensively is run defense. Minnesota's strength offensively is their run game.
Yeah.
So it favors Philly just matchup-wise. But if we're talking about Philadelphia as one of the better 2-3 teams in the NFC, that they need to win this game for November, December, and potential January.
Well, we'll find out. That's why they play the game. As you know, the most talented team does not always come away with the W, though. Come on.
Hey, don't be hitting Carson Wentz up after the show either.
Right.
That's right.
Talk about, did you hear me say y'all? Don't be
All right, ahead.
Again, I say it all the time. My wife's from Philly. I'm not.
Yeah, he's not.